Good evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Russ Johnson with your weather forecast. I hope you enjoyed the cooler temperatures we've had this weekend because it's another hot week ahead of us again, flirting with that magical century mark once again towards the middle of this week. Some storms and slightly cooler temperatures by Friday, but the main story this week, it's going to be a hot one once again. Today at the airport, our high temperature was 90 degrees, had a low temperature of 71, not too far from our norms. In Fayetteville today, you folks were a little warmer. You had a high of 95 and a low temperature of 71. Looking at currently at the airport, temperature is turned out to be a pretty nice evening. Looking at 85 degrees currently, a dew point temperature of 68 degrees. Very calm winds, just 3 miles an hour. And also it's a very clear, calm evening. A few clouds showing here on the satellite radar over the foothills and the Piedmont, but mostly clear skies for us when you head out for your evening stroll. But we do have, there's a very strong high pressure ridge over the southern plains, bringing some extreme heat to Texas and Oklahoma, and that will be migrating eastward here later this week. Temperatures across the area, looking at a pretty nice evening for the Piedmont, looking at 82 degrees for Chapel Hill, 85 for Raleigh-Durham, and cool down 79 down Sanford, and 75 for you up in Roxborough. Very nice evening. Make sure you get out and enjoy it before the heat wave kicks back in. Now looking at temperatures across the eastern half of the country, you can see here is where the heat has been peaking while we've been enjoying some cooler weather. Looking at 85 in Little Rock, 95 degrees up in Kansas City. It's still, well, over there it's only about 7 o'clock in the evening, but it's still 95 degrees at 7 o'clock and 97 down in Dallas. And but over to the east is a little cooler, 85 in Chicago, 81 in Cleveland. But these oppressive heats and humidities will be heading eastward here later this week. So make sure you enjoy the night before the heat kicks right back in. AccuWeather Tropical Satellite shows here's the remnants of Tropical Storm Colin. It's now down to a tropical depression. It's right around by the island of Bermuda and giving it some choppy seas on that tiny island, but certainly it's not going to strengthen into anything bigger than what it is right now. Here's another disturbance out by the Azores Island, very far from the mainland United States and even the Lesser Antilles, but does show some signs of development, so the National Hurricane Center will definitely be keeping its close eye on it. Now, we were mentioning how the heat wave will be returning here this week. Last couple of days, the jet stream has sank really far southward. Doesn't happen too often this time of year. It's often what we see when we have those cold outbreaks in the winter time. That's brought in some very nice cool air sinking in from way up in Canada, bringing it down across much of the southeast. But over the next few days, the jet stream will be lifting well back into Canada, and that will allow that hot air from the Gulf to be shooting well up through the eastern United States across the east over the next few days. So make sure those hot temperatures in the upper 90s will be returning back to us once again. Tonight's forecast, mostly clear, a little bit of fog possible. Looking at 68 your overnight low in Roxborough. Most rest of us in the lower 70s. Tomorrow when you head out back into the work week for your morning commute, looking at 76 degrees for 8 in the morning. Heading out for lunch at noon, it'll be about 89 degrees. Some fog, rather warm and humid. Tomorrow's highs mostly sunny, a little bit hotter. Looking at 93 Chapel Hill, 93 down Sanford, 93 up in Durham, and 94 down Raleigh and Cary. Across the triangle tomorrow, forecasting temperatures to be right around 93, 94 degrees. Look at 94 Morrisville, Cary, and Apex, 93 for Holly Springs. Down the Sand Hills, forecasting around like 94 for Pinehurst, 94 Fort Bragg and Rayford, 95 in Fayetteville. Looking at the 7-day outlook, tomorrow's high 94, and the heat will be peaking Wednesday, Thursday, and we have high temperature 99. A few spots could be cracking that magical century mark. We've seen it become all too familiar this season. Thankfully, I'll be in Minnesota during those days when forecasts will only be in the lower 80s. Sorry to make you all jealous, but so enjoy tonight and tomorrow at least, where those upper 90s will be back once again on Wednesday. Scott, back to you.